This is exactly how you should start surplus funds. Now listen, before I jump into this, as you guys know, on some of these videos, we give away free courses, and I'm going to break down exactly how you should start in this video. But if you're interested in more information on that, subscribe, because again, you want to see those free course links when they come out. So subscribe, hit the notification bell. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Number one is you got to get your mind right. Okay, you got to get your mind right. I see a lot of you guys that come in to any business model, but especially surplus funds because I'm so intimately involved in it, where you guys come in and you're just like, hey, you know, I need to have success next week. I need to be rich next week. I need to be wealthy next week. I need to be doing all these things next week. And the reality is, this is one of my favorite quotes, is that people often overestimate what they can do in a day or a week, but drastically underestimate what they can do in a year or 2 years. And if it took you a year from now to be living your dream life, making your dream income, providing money for people that didn't even know they had it, and serving your community the way you want to serve it, and it took you a year to do that, would you be upset about that? You shouldn't be. You should be thankful. You should be, wow, only a year. You know, some people it takes their whole life. So get your mind right. Now, a couple things that I want to help you kind of walk you through to help get your mind right is, number one, the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you don't know about the Dunning-Kruger effect, here is a chart of what it looks like. Basically, it's the psychological principle where the less you know about something, the more confident you are that you can do it. It's quite funny, okay? So basically, when you're just learning about something, which is probably you right now, if you're watching this, you're like, wow, surplus funds, this sounds awesome. I want to get involved with this. What's gonna happen is you're like, dude, I'm gonna crush it with this. I'm gonna do amazing with this. And then as you start to learn more and more and more, you start to realize how little you actually know about surplus funds, which actually creates this confidence drop. So you actually lose confidence in your ability to do surplus funds, even though you now know more than when you started, right? It's very confusing. And so what happens is there's kind of this trough. So it goes up, you're at this high confidence, it goes down to like this low point, and most people, they quit when they get there, even though they're like 5 times further than they were when they started, because they feel less confident. And that's the time for you to push through and get to the next level, because you're actually closer to success than you've been ever before. So you're right here, you're at this trough, you push through, and inevitably you start getting results, and then your confidence level goes back up. But that's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. So that's number one. Number two is that your expectations absolutely matter. And that's what I talked about earlier at the beginning of this video, was like, look, if it took you a year to get where you want to get to, then would you be thankful? Would you be happy? Would you be excited about that? The answer is probably yes. But I don't think it'll take you a year. Like, I don't know about all the dreams you have, but as far as making this a real part of your life, making the income that you want to be making from this, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, we see people do that literally in a month, okay? Now, I almost hesitate saying that to you because I don't want your expectation to say, hey, it should take a month. It should take as long as it should take for you. Now, I know that's like, what the heck does that mean? What that means is that the more work you're able to put in, and by the way, not only work in terms of hours, but in terms of intensity and focus, the more of that you're able to do, the quicker you'll get to where you want to get to, okay? But there is no timeline. If it takes you a week, if it takes you 6 months, it takes you 6 years, at the end of the day, it will be worth it at the end. So stop worrying about how long it's going to take you and start worrying about actually having success and putting in the work that it takes to get there. That's number one. Number two is, and I talk about this all the time, finalize a niche and a state, okay? So many of you guys come into our program or come into other people's, I don't know, programs, and you know, you're like, hey, I want to do everything. And we're like, no, you're not doing everything, okay? In fact, you're gonna do one thing. You're gonna do it really, really, really well, okay? So picking a niche and a state is a predecessor to success. And that's exactly what you should be doing when you first start surplus funds, is finalizing that niche, finalizing that state, and getting a game plan to make it happen, okay? Now, if you want help doing that, click the link down below this video, and there'll be a free training I put together. It's like 20 minutes long, and it breaks down exactly how we start surplus fund businesses and how we've taught 5,000 people how to do that. And more importantly, it also shows you our proprietary system called Find, Connect, Collect. We talked about it before. It's basically, we call it the FCC method. And it'll help you pick a niche, but also help you know what to do after you pick a niche, which goes into number 3, which is to actually take action. And taking the right action looks like starting your marketing. It doesn't look like anything else. You don't need to worry about getting an LLC, an S Corp, a business license. Like, you don't need to do any of that crap. Okay, you don't need QuickBooks. Okay, what you need to do is get on the damn phone and make some phone calls. Okay, so start your marketing. Okay, so again, number 1, get your mind right. Number 2, finalize a niche and a state. And number 3, start marketing, start getting a deal. The only thing that matters when you start surplus funds is getting a deal, so that you can help yourself, you can help your family, and you can help the people that have money they don't even know about, okay? So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because you want to see when we drop one of those free course giveaways in one of the videos. And with that being said, I will see you on the next video.